Have you ever found yourself waking up at exactly 3 a.m.? Maybe more than once? It feels strange, right? The house is quiet, the world is asleep, and you're just lying there wondering why 3 a.m. Could there be something more to it? Well, today, we're going to look at what the Bible might say about this mysterious hour. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll start seeing 3 a.m. in a whole new light. Now, first off, let's be clear, the Bible doesn't specifically say 3 a.m. is a holy hour, or 3 a.m. is when God speaks, but that doesn't mean it has no meaning. When something happens repeatedly in our lives, especially something unusual like waking up at the same time every night, we have every reason to pause and ask God, are you trying to get my attention? Many people believe that the early hours of the morning, especially between 3 and 4 a.m., are spiritually significant. It's a time when the world is quiet, our phones aren't buzzing, there's no noise from the TV, just silence. And in that silence, our spirits are more sensitive. It's like the distractions of the day are gone, and we can hear God more clearly. Biblically speaking, God often met with people during the night or early morning. In Mark 1:35, it says, very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house and went off to a solitary place, where he prayed. That shows us that even Jesus chose the early morning hours to connect with the Father. So if you're waking up at 3 a.m., maybe God is inviting you to talk with him. Another thing to think about is how often the Bible speaks of God moving in the watches of the night. In ancient Jewish culture, the night was divided into watches, and the third watch was from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m., while the fourth watch was from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. These times were seen as moments of deep spiritual activity. It was during the fourth watch, around 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., that Jesus walked on water in Matthew 14:25. That was a powerful supernatural moment, and it happened while most people were asleep. Now, some people worry that waking up at 3 a.m. might be a sign of something dark. There are rumors and stories that call it the devil's hour. But here's the truth. If you belong to God, you don't have to fear the dark. Psalm 91 says, "You will not fear the terror of night." So if you wake up at 3 a.m., don't panic. Instead, pray. Turn that moment into a divine connection. The enemy wants to bring fear, but God brings peace. Think about Samuel. In 1 Samuel 3, the young boy hears someone calling his name in the middle of the night. At first, he thinks it's Eli, but eventually, he realizes it's God. God was calling him in the quiet of the night. That same God still speaks today. Maybe you're being called, just like Samuel. Maybe that 3 a.m. wake-up call is heaven knocking on your heart. Another thing that might be happening is spiritual warfare. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. Prayer during the night is powerful. When everyone else is sleeping, your prayers can break chains, bring healing, and shift things in the spirit realm. So if God wakes you up at 3 a.m., maybe it's time to get up and intercede for your family, your future, your nation. But it's not always about spiritual battle. Sometimes, God just wants to pour his love over you. Sometimes, he wants to comfort you, remind you that you're not alone. Maybe you've been feeling anxious, stressed, or broken. That 3 a.m. moment can be a divine hug from heaven, a reminder that he's right there with you even in the dark. You might also find that God gives you dreams, visions, or ideas during that hour. In Job 33:15-16, it says, "In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on people, he may speak in their ears." Maybe waking up at 3 a.m. is God's way of finishing what he started in your dream. He might be whispering instructions, or giving you answers you've been praying for. Now, let's be honest, sometimes you're just waking up because your body is restless. Maybe it's something physical, but even in those moments, God can still speak. Romans 8:28 says, "All things work together for good to those who love God." So whether it's spiritual or natural, you can always invite God into it. Pray, listen, worship. Let that quiet moment become a sacred space. And what if this keeps happening night after night? Don't ignore it. Ask God for clarity. Start keeping a journal by your bed. Write down anything you feel, hear, or dream. Begin to pray intentionally during that time. Maybe read a psalm, sing a worship song quietly. You might be surprised at how much peace, power, and presence you'll find in that hour. At the end of the day, waking up at 3 a.m. might not be random. It might not be a coincidence. It might just be the creator of the universe calling you by name. Don't rush back to sleep. Don't scroll on your phone. Just sit with him. You may find that 3 a.m. becomes the most beautiful, life-changing part of your day. So next time your eyes pop open in the middle of the night and you see 3 o'clock glowing on your clock, don't be afraid. Don't be annoyed. Take a breath and say, "Here I am, Lord." Because maybe, just maybe, He's been waiting to speak with you all along. Thanks for watching this video. If this touched your heart, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with someone who might need it. Let's keep growing together, spiritually and deeply. Until next time, stay blessed, stay prayed up, and I'll see you in the next video.